Welcome back to another edition of the FitRev Health Corner. I am O'Neil Randall. I am a health and wellness practitioner. I am a fitness expert as well as a sport nutritionist. So what we want to talk about today, we want to talk about 7 science-based health benefit of drinking enough water. Alright, we're going to look on some scientific based evidence of the benefits of drinking enough water. And today, people, why we're talking about enough water rather than you should be drinking 8 glasses of water or X amount of water. We're just talking about enough water right now because we have people, right, who still don't drink water unless there's a dire need for them to do so, right? And that is not really the healthiest way. As you know that most of your body is made up of water. Your muscles, all these organs, they need water to function. Your blood, everything, you need water to make sure that you can flush your kidneys, all right, your liver, and to get waste outside of your body. So when you don't drink water, you are not doing your body any justice whatsoever, because you are depriving the body of what it needs in this form to do its job. And we just want to dive into, and I must disclose that my information today, I'm just be reiterating information from healthline.com, and they have their information. I see that there's not much issues with it. So I will be touching the points and speaking from my understanding, my perspective, as well as a little bit of what they have done there. These are, as it says, science-based health benefit, right? So we want to make sure we're hitting that as well, and hitting the layman aspect of it as well. So what we're going to do, without further ado, let's dive right into it. So if you really want to find out what the importance is, stay with me, and we're going to hit it right after this, okay? Yes, so the first one we're looking at is this. Number 1, when you drink enough water, it helps to maximize your physical performance. And I think that kind of sums it up, right? Physical performance. What we want to do, we want to wake up, we want to get ready for work, we want to get the children ready for school, for daycare. We want to, whatever it is that you want to do physically, you need to make sure that you're getting enough water inside your body. Hydration is critical, and we cannot overemphasize that drinking water is very important. Like when you can survive without food for X amount of days, you cannot do it without water, right? And if we look around, we see how the physical importance of water as it relates to the universe. We look on the earth, we look on when there's not enough water around, we get drought, and drought is not a good thing, right? It's not something that we want to deal with, because when there's a drought, there's no food, there's food shortage in some areas. It affects the environment. It's your surrounding in a drastic way, bad way. And just imagine how, if there's a lack of water and the earth, how significant of an impact it creates. Just picture your body being in the same way. Your body, when it does not get water, it is affected. It is impacted in a very bad way because there's a drought, right? Believe it or not, there is a drought. And with that drought, you find that your skin start to get dry, your throat start to get dry, your tongue, your brain start to go AY. So it's the chaos that happens on the land when there's a lack of water, which creates a drought. When the body does not get enough water, talking about not being properly hydrated here, dehydrated, drought, hydrate, dehydrated, right? So we see that it maximizes physical performance. So it helps you to think properly. It helps you to your joints to function, right? It helps you to just to move freely, focus, and do the things that you love to do with the people you love to do it. So in summary of this heading here, where it says, you have to take water in to maximize your physical performance. All right, and we see that losing as little as 2% of body water content can significantly impair your physical performance. And I want to say your physical health, your physical lifestyle. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to move on to the next benefits of drinking enough water. And remember, if you like the content that we are putting out, please remember to subscribe, and remember to like, and to remember to hit the notification, and to leave a comment below. I mean, ask us questions and we'll try our best to answer them. Okay, if we don't have the answer, we will find it one way or another for you. All right, so let's move on. Two is this it significantly affects energy level and brain function. People, we're talking about water here, and if you do not get enough of it, it significantly affects your energy level and your brain function. Now we see that that forming out on a physical aspect as well as now on the cellular level and on the mental level. So we are looking at levels here, and energy. Like energy has to do with the cellular functions of the body, like how the cells are functioning. So we need water to move nutrients around in the body, in the blood, right? We need water so that when our body gets hot, it can be cooled down. And when you sweat, there's a lot of water that your body uses to cool your body down when it gets really hot. The body is uniquely designed by its maker, the creator, right? And for everything, like the body is so uniquely designed that it can heal itself if you give it enough time. If there's any sickness or any injury and you give it the right nutrients and enough time, it can heal itself. So we see that not drinking enough water can significantly affects your energy level and your brain function. So if, for argument's sake, you wake up and you didn't remember to drink your water and you realize that, you're so clumsy, or you're not remembering, or you're supposed to, and then what's going on, you probably want to stop for a bit and check, did I drink any water? Because oftentimes, if you're going through a phase of dehydration, the body is now doing a lot of things internally to keep you going. And in so doing, it can do things to keep you going but also affects you, right? So we look on the energy level. Your energy level might be low. It can be from other reasons too. Brain function may be off a little bit, can be from other reasons, but most of the time we want to go to the water first. And remember that in drinking water, right? Most of the times we want to get a glass of water, and what we want to do is that we just want to drink it all at once and go. But you have to understand that we will talk about this at the end of the video. So you see how you want to properly consume your water to make sure that hydration it's maximized. All right. So the brain, we don't want anything to do with the brain. Okay. It's just like you have a car, and it's an expensive car, and the engine is the car. If the engine is not working, then what you find happening is the whole car is useless. Okay, because you need that engine in there for it to move it from point A to point B so it's likewise your brain. If that brain is not working, it's dead, then what's the use of the body? You know what I mean? So what we want to do is to make sure that we not playing around with any way that will affect, of course, the function of the brain. And this is done through, this has been scientifically proven through many studies that have been conducted. And just by studying, just by doing an experiment on yourself, when you're dehydrated, you can drink some water and see if that changes your energy level, and if there's any state of confusion or dizziness or nausea or etc. You can see if that works. So let's summarize this second topic title here. And we see here it says mild dehydration, which is fluid loss, all right, 1 to 3%, can impair energy level, impair mood, right, and lead to major reduction in memory and brain performance. So we really don't want to mess around with the energy. We don't want to mess around with the mood. We don't want to mess around with the energy reduction, right? And memory and brain function. We don't want to mess around with that at all, right? So let that soak in for a bit. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. We just want to make sure that we are hydrating our body. Drink enough water, and that should be enough. Okay, we'll move on to the third point here. It says if you have a headache, migraine, and let's say headache, all right, because migraine can be caused from many things, but if it's just a headache you have, we can see here that scientifically it has been proven that when something is scientifically proven, it means that it has gone through it's supposed to go through some form of testing. These are things that you can do too as well if you're experiencing any of these effects that is mentioned here, and the side effects of being dehydrated. You can probably try them yourself. If you're a person who don't drink a lot of water, you can probably start to write down what are the issues that you're having, and then you can start to consume more water, and then you can then make a note of what has been improved over the duration of you drinking water. So this says it may help to prevent and treat headaches. So if you should have a headache for whatever reason it is, probably you want to check to see if your hydration level is up, and if it is not, you can try to hydrate and see if that will help you. How you know if your hydration level is up is when you wake up and you almost finish the day and you realize that you only had no water to drink, right? You had 0 water to drink, and you know that you are dehydrated, or you are dehydrated, right? So try that next time you have an headache. We're gonna run past this one and go over. So summarize here. So drinking water may help to reduce headache, all right, and headache symptoms, all right. However, more high quality research is needed to confirm this potential benefit. So they probably done their research on a low end, on a small scale or a small level of uh of research. So now they're saying it still needs to be checked out on a higher quality level of research. Okay, but nevertheless, from how I've been growing up, I hear that water is good for headaches. So it's not everything the scientists know, eh? Sometimes you know things that the scientists don't know, and that's okay. All right. So we're gonna look on the fourth heading here, and it's you wanna know if you're not going to the bathroom to poop a lot, you probably wanna try something. Like most of us, we want to try a medication, we want to get some fiber, want to get all the stuff, which is good. Depends on what you're going through, what you're dealing with, what you're facing. But water, if you're hydrated, you're drinking enough water, you should not have much constipation issues or issue. So this can help to relieve constipation. So if you're getting enough water from day one, you're keeping the body hydrated, then there would be no need to relieve constipation because you would not have been constipated in the first place, right? So there would be no constipation. But just in case you don't drink enough water and you have been consuming a lot of carbs, good, bad, and indifferent, you can rest assured to know that water can be a go-to as well to help with your constipation. Just so you know, just in case you didn't know, now you know. All right. So if you're feeling constipated, try and get some water in the body. Get the body hydrated, please. So we want to look here. Let's just wrap up this fourth topic, this fourth header here, and it says drinking plenty of water may help prevent and relieve constipation, right? Especially people who generally don't drink enough water. So there you have it. If you don't drink enough water, you will become constipated if you're eating a lot of carbs. And if you do become constipated, or when you become constipated, you can drink some water to get rid of your constipation. All right. So that wraps it up for the fourth point. So we're going on to the fifth one, and very important one. On the inside, we're gonna look on your body filters, or one set of the body filters, and this is your kidney. All right. Everything goes through the kidney, and that is why if you're eating a lot of junk food and drinking up these sodas and stuff, like I have had so much of those things, but I know I'm getting older, all right, and I have to like be more cautious with my health as I get older. Like, when I'm younger, I can take the chance to do certain things, but now, I am getting wiser. So knowing what I know, even then, I still wasn't doing it. It's hard. Like, it's hard to eat clean. It's hard to stay hydrated. It's hard to just be healthy. It's just hard. And that is why FitRev promotes lifestyle. Because when it is a lifestyle, it is not a duty. It's just a lifestyle. I love it. So it may help to treat kidney stones, right? So if you have um ever happens to have kidney stone along with the medication and all the stuff that you will be taking, it would be good for you as well to keep your body hydrated, because this enough water can help to flush out the stones out of your kidney. And an important piece is that water goes in the blood and it goes into the system. Your kidney is your body filter, right? Like everything goes through it. And we really don't want to have to deal with kidney stones. So I hope that none of you watching this video have to drink water because you have kidney stone. That's the last thing I would want, for the last reason. One of the last reasons that I would want for you to be drinking water. So we want to close in summary for fifth heading. We want to close saying increased water intake, all right, appears to decrease the risk of kidney stone formation. So there you have it. So when you're living a healthy lifestyle, it's also on the side of prevention. It's a matter of preventing things from happening, not prevent them before they happen. Because if you prevent it, it's not. You understand me? So we are a healthy lifestyle helps you to prevent. It's a cautionary lifestyle that helps to minimize you getting certain illnesses, certain diseases, um, especially NCDs, are non-communicable diseases. So we know that from birth we're born healthy, but as we grow through this crazy world, the life, how we live our life, the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the air that we breathe, everything is out to kill us. So we just have to constantly, evolving to survive in this space. So there we have it. So if we're preventing or eliminating the formation of kidney stones, that's a good sign, because then we don't want to drink water to flush it out. We want to drink water to prevent such an occurrence to take place. All right. So there you have it. So let's look at the sixth heading here, and this one is dedicated, or is more preferable for those who consume alcohol. So if you consume a lot of alcohol, it helps prevent hangovers. All right, so that's something that you wanna try if you have consumed a lot of alcohol the night before work in the morning, or before a special occasion, or before an event, whatever the case may be, why you may consume alcohol. You just want to make sure that you get to keep the body hydrated. All right, and in keeping the body hydrated, when you drink alcohol, it's hangover refers to the unpleasant symptoms and experience after drinking alcohol. So when you drink alcohol, in the moment it's good, but the after effect is not. It's not the best. It's not what any doctor or any health and wellness practitioner, any personal trainer, any dietitian or nutritionist will recommend. Alcohol doesn't do anything for you when you abuse it. Right? It can do a lot for you when you consume in moderation, I bet. Occasionally. But when you do consume alcohol as an alcoholic, because when you're drinking something that is damaging your body, and you constantly do it because you can't help it, then you're addicted. And if you're a drug addict, if somebody's addicted to drug, they are a drug addict, alcoholic, So just bear in mind that, if you consume a lot of, again, if you keep the body hydrated, this may or may not be a problem. But if you stay away from alcohol, if you stop abusing alcohol, then you find out that you won't need water to intervene in that regards, because you have already taken the responsibility to consume alcohol responsibly, meaning you're just consuming enough. You're able to function, and your internal system is also able to function properly after you've used or consumed alcohol. All right, so hangovers are pretty casual, casual, and they are mostly caused by dehydration. And drinking water can help reduce some of the main symptoms of hangover. So it doesn't say here that it's gonna alleviate your hangover totally, but it helps to alleviate some of the main symptoms that you may experience when you're hungover. All right, so that's our conclusion there for our sixth topic, and we are going to the one and last one, number 7. And the big thing here is that drinking plenty of water. We all know that if the body is functioning properly, if we are eating right, it can help to reduce our weight. You can aid in weight loss. So if you're out there trying to lose weight, struggling with weight loss, check your water intake, your water consumption, to see if you are getting adequate amount of water. All right, it's very important for you to understand that if you're trying to lose weight, that you have to keep your body hydrated. It's not optional, because those fat cells in your body, right, one of the way of flushing them out or cleaning them out is by making sure the body stays hydrated. And you have to find, you see how long I've been here talking? We don't only pee and poo and sweat to get rid of water from our body. Just the fact that I am here talking so much for so long, there's a lot of evaporation that has been taking place, and I am losing a lot of water, H2O, right? Pretty much if I should talk like this for a long period of time, even though I'm sipping here and there, right, my mouth will become dry because of the evaporation that's taking place. There's a lot of fluids that is leaving my body. I can't even see it, but it's happening, right? So it helps with weight loss. So if you're trying to lose weight for the longest while, right, you can try definitely water, and make sure you're staying hydrated if you're trying to lose water. So a study that was done in 2013, right, in 50 young women with overweight, demonstrated that, so they were overweight, and the research demonstrated that drinking an additional 500 milliliters of water 3 times per day before meal for 8 weeks led to significant reduction in body weight and body fat compared with their pre-study measurement. So, if you can drink a glass of water before your meal, without science, it's just common sense, right? Especially some people that love to eat a lot. If you consume a glass of water before your meal, what you have done is that you have taken up some of the space there already, where the food should go. So you're going to become full faster. And that, because when you're full faster, that water which has no calories has taken up a chunk of space, so you are now cutting out a good amount of calories, and that cutout of calories is significant and it's important to the weight loss, the benefit that you're going to gain from losing weight. That's by drinking some water before you consume your meal. That's something that we learn as health and wellness practitioner, as you know, especially as a dietitian, for people who want to lose weight, and also it's just a healthy practice, as just a way to make sure the body is staying hydrated and you are losing weight. And if you are at a weight that you want to maintain, it's a good practice, because if you're doing that practice, then it becomes a lifestyle, and that lifestyle is what you want to make sure that you can reap the benefit, right? You can reap the benefit of being hydrated. And we're just talking about hydration here because that is the topic that we're discussing. All right. So, you know, water may get involved in other topics, and part of things that we discuss here today may be in another topic, because at the end of the day, I am focusing on the body. I'm focusing on the mental aspect of the body. I'm focused on the physical aspect of the body, and to some aspect the spiritual side of the body. So we know that if we can get, if you're doing well physically, if you're doing well mentally, you're doing well spiritually, that's a good step. But there are other things that we have to look on, like we want to be doing well financially, okay? We want to be doing well in our relationship, if we have one. If we don't have one, we want to be doing well still. But what we find is that with mental, this is just a topic, a whole new topic by itself. When it comes down to mental health, is that if all of these other components are not in line, they affect the mental in one way or another, in a present upfront form or a subconsciously form. So we want to say that, like, when it comes on to mental health, once we start to talk about mental health, you find that we're going to be going into a much different story. So even mild dehydration can affect your mental and physical health. All right. It's critical. Water consumption is not optional, guys. It's critical for you. So, in demonstrating here how to consume your water to stay hydrated, your H2O. Some people, they would want to just go for this glass of water here, and what they would want to do is that they would just want to do this one thing and drink it down. But that's not the best way to drink water to get your body hydrated and stay hydrated. You want to have this or a water bottle. Don't have the here right now, because this is my water, not yours, right? And what we want to do is that we want to make sure that we have this, and like every 30 seconds, right, we want to sip. So while you're getting in, whatever process is happening, whatever is the body takes to use, you're replacing it, you're replenishing. So the system works fine. When you do this, when you take this and just gulp it down and drink it off all at once, that's not the proper way, because what you're doing is that you're sending so much down in the system that it takes what it needs, and then the rest is gonna go to dump either in your pool or in, you're just visiting the bathroom regularly, because it's just flossing through your system. So if you want to drink water to stay hydrated, where the body can take that water, right, and utilize it in the best way, you have to make sure that this is not done in one gulp, but you sip there, and for like 15 seconds or 30 seconds, you can get the next in, get it done like that. And a next topic again, but just like eating your food, like there's a proper way and there's an improper way to, break your food down to help your system so it does less work, and get you enough nutrients, and stuff that you need from what you eat, but by doing less work. And we'll talk about that on the next topic. But yeah, that's it for the FitRev Health Corner. And I just want to thank you so much for taking the time out for listening to me talking for almost 40 minutes. And if you have done this listening parts, that's good. If you have not, that's good too. So until we meet again, remember to leave a comment below or ask a question below. And remember also that I am asking you to subscribe to this channel, and I'm asking you, if you like this content, I'm not asking you not to keep it to yourself, but to share it with somebody else who you know might need it, so that they can also benefit from this. Okay? And I want to thank Healthline for putting in the work of gathering this information together. I use their topics here, and as I said, as before earlier in the video, I chopped my little piece here and there. So that's it. I'm checking out, and I'll see you on our next video. And remember to hit that notification so that you can know when our next video is out, so you can be in the know and stay up to date, stay current with the FitRev Health Corner. Thank you. And remember, at FitRev, we help people to lose weight, we help people to gain muscle, we help people to break bad practices, we help people to adapt healthy practices, health and wellness wise, and we help with forms, in terms of when you work out, the proper form of working out, because most when I go there to the gym, I go wherever most people have bad forms or no forms, and that equals injury. Okay, so I'm checking out. Until another time, I see you. That's what I say. Shine bright like a diamond. Bless up yourself. You and your family stay safe. It's a crazy world out there, and you just have to be not as crazy as it. Stay safe and talk soon.